Hi Sag, this is going to be your reading on this channel from the 22nd through the 28th of March. Good for Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Sagittarius. As always, please keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person, so it will not resonate with everyone that watches. It's general. Check your Rising, Moon, or Venus sign on this channel if this doesn't resonate. You could find your messages there instead. Also, Sagittarius, check out my sister channel called Soma Chandra Libra. I do love messages over there for you guys every 3 or 4 days, but of course I read for you on this channel as well. If you want to book a private reading, the link to my website is down in the description below this video. And if you're new, welcome, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it's Soma Chandra Sagittarius. So Sag, I think that you guys are trying to make a decision about something, or you're kind of waiting for something to happen. This could involve a romantic partner or relationship. I think it's also possible that it could be for a job or for work. But you might feel like you're not getting entirely what you need at the moment. It's all happening for you to get you to come into alignment with yourself a little bit more and not make any big decisions this week. I think maybe you guys need more information, or you need to dig a little bit deeper into yourself and determine the purpose of something a little bit more moving forward before what you want to come in will come in, whatever what it is that you want to come in is. The first cards that came out of the Colette Baron Reed Animal Oracle deck are Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait, but then Rabbit Spirit in reverse, Now is a lucky time. This came in reverse. So this week, now is not the most lucky, opportune time for something to happen. You're meant to be watching and waiting this week. What came out of the Wisdom of the Tao Oracle deck is Moon. You are wandering between a jubilant world of fantasy and reality. All is not as it seems. Enjoy the sensuality and sensitivity that the current energy brings, yet the heightened emotions may not be stable, so avoid making big decisions at this time. That's why now is not the most lucky time. You're very emotional this week. You might be wandering between two worlds, fantasy and reality. And we're always trying to figure out how we can get our fantasies to become dreams that we can make real and transmute them and integrate them into reality. So your guides are saying this is a week to sort of bathe in that sensual sensitivity, because that current energy is good. But the heightened state of emotions is not bringing stability. So it's not the best week to make decisions. You're meant to be waiting for the right opportunity. That's the challenge, is opportunity. You are on the right track. It's an opportune time. I found that interesting. I'm like, okay, Spirit, is it an opportune time or is it not an opportune time? But this came out as the challenge. And I read this deck. They've always told me read everything in the upright. So the challenge is the opportune time. You are a wise soul and a practical strategist. Know your motives and anticipate the successful outcome before you make your move. Keep it cool. I love that it says keep it cool. So I think you're being asked this week to hold still and watch and wait. Watch, be observant. Now is not the week to make the decision. There's too many emotions at stake. It's a week to question your own motivations and what you anticipate will happen before you make a move. You're meant to be keeping your cool. I also noticed at the bottom of the deck, leader. That might be coming in the end of March and April. You're being called upon for leadership. The Jade Emperor is helping you to overcome barriers. Fuse your ambition with virtue. So ambition and virtue can be difficult to put together. Employ your power with honor and wisdom. Move forward with unstoppable momentum, and success is inevitable. So what are you ambitious about, and how does that intersect with your values and virtue and your morals? This will come into play at the end of the month. Yeah. What they want you to know further, the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you and not to you. Now, I have the 8 and the 9 of Swords on the table, and I have the Hermit in reverse. So I know that this week, a lot of you are going to be battling your own inner demons, trying to open up to a new perspective, trying to get out of a victim mentality, trying to get out of your head. You'll be doing a lot of life review because the world's on the table. Your destiny is about to play out. Because Temperance in reverse is your challenge, I think that you guys are kind of being put in a situation where you're probably feeling like you're almost forced to look at some things for what they really are and focus on yourself. This will cause stress. The universe is trying to remind you, hey, we know that you're stressed out and we're sorry about that. We don't mean to stress you out. The universe doesn't mean to stress you out. We want you to keep in mind that this is all happening for you. It's not happening to you. Everything is unfolding the way it's supposed to. This watching and waiting is to help you focus on reality and notice any fantasies that you're playing out that aren't real, and to get you into alignment with yourself and to ask yourself what your true motivations are as well. I was like, well, that's tough. I mean, that's life on planet Earth though. That's why it's all happening for you. Also, boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Look at how all those hands are reaching in at her. This will be a week that your boundaries are tested. I think that's also, and you may be testing other people's boundaries without even knowing it. That's why everything is going to be a little bit more still this week. It's meant to push you towards asking yourself what your motivations are and to avoid making decisions during a time of heightened emotions. You're meant to be observing something. You're meant to be watching and waiting. Awakening is here as well. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. What happens during a spiritual awakening? Well, one of the things that happens is that you can integrate all of your past lessons and the light and the shadow sides into who you truly are right now in the present moment. This is a time of integration. You are figuring out a new way of being. This can feel a little weird and uncomfortable and emotional. Continue to integrate and the energetic upgrades will come. What they want you to do further to help you: Epidote, go deeper. Lapis, make a decision. The challenge is recall your dreams, not somebody else's dreams, not your partner's dreams, not your kids' dreams, not your mom's dreams, not your dreams from 20 years ago, unless you want to pick those back up again. Recall your dreams. Go deeper this week, not into someone else, into yourself. You do have a decision to make. You're being given an opportunity, I think, to observe your environment, get in touch with reality, and recall your own personal dreams. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot, yo. That's heavy. But at the center of everything is the wheel. Destiny, the wheel of fortune. Fate, karma, luck is on your side. Here we are with your Jupiterian energy. Things are expanding. You are at a turning point. There is a lot of change coming for you. Sometimes you're going to feel like you're on top of the wheel. Sometimes you're going to feel like you're between the wheel and the road. But you are accepting change. Your karma and your fate and your destiny are in your own hands and they're about to play out. I think you guys are about to make some important decisions. Your challenge is Temperance in reverse. So 1 minute you may feel one way this week. 1 minute you may feel another way this week. There's been some excessiveness for you. Maybe you've run hot and cold in a situation. This is all happening at just the right time for you so that you can determine the purpose moving forward. It might also be a struggle for you to be calm and patient at this time. It is unfolding the way it's supposed to right now. Everything is happening the way it's supposed to. This week is about recalling your own dreams and determining your purpose moving forward. It may be a struggle for you to be patient and calm. So focus on patience and calm and determining the purpose. What's driving you? 3 cards came out: 7 of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Ace of Cups. You're really waiting for something to happen. You're being patient and planning. You are trying to stay in your present moment. But at the same time, with disruption and the Tower to the Ace of Cups, I kind of get the feeling that you just want something to change and change drastically and change fast. It's like you've been waiting for a disruption, a positive disruption. And this will bring a new cycle of love into your life or creative flow. You're waiting for something drastic to happen. You've probably been waiting for a while that will bring this new cycle of love. I get the feeling that it's not happening. That's because it's not the most opportune time. It's almost like the universe and your own soul is forcing you to focus on yourself and what your true motivations are, so that when this choice does come in for you, you're ready to attack it and move forward with more clarity. Because what's happening deep within is the Ace of Wands in reverse to the Six of Swords. So slow moving energy, calm energy. You are moving on from something difficult. In the recent past, you might have thought that something had a lot of growth potential, but it was just an emerging idea that lacked direction and there were distractions and delays. You may have decided to move on from that, or things are moving slowly and you're in a place of transition. There is this new passionate start and this new Ace of Wands coming for you, but you're still in a place of transition to some degree, I think. Yeah. What your guides are telling you. I modify this position. I say, what is your advice? It's the advice built into the Celtic cross. 7 of Cups, 2 of Cups in reverse. Choose wisely. Love yourself first. Self-love. Self-love is the thing. Some of you, this might be about a job interview or an important conversation that you want to have with someone else. Your guides are saying, distinguish the difference between fantasy and reality. You might feel very overwhelmed emotionally by all of your choices. Choose wisely moving forward. Focus on self-love at this time. I know that this is going to be difficult for some of you based on your next action. Solitude in reverse and the 9 of Swords, suffering in silence. So this is the Hermit in reverse. Some of you have Virgo in your chart. There's been a Virgo around you. This person may ghost you and pull back. Someone may pull back from you and ghost you this week, and it stresses you out. Watch out for spending too much time alone in solitude. The Hermit in reverse speaks to depression, denial, or an inability to search your own soul in a way that's constructive. I'm just going to flat out say it. Stop fighting it. Whatever it is you're fighting, stop fighting it. You are going in the right direction. You are. You're being given an opportunity to make a smart choice and put yourselves first. Let's just cut right to the chase. That's what I see happening here in this reading. If you are suffering in silence, address this. Address your anxiety, your fear, your worry. Some of you have been having disrupted sleep. It's because you've been spending time alone for a very long time. It might be time to get out a little bit and get in touch with those around you that you know will love and support you. I see you trying to deal with it as best you can, though, because you see yourself as the High Priestess, intuition. Your intuition isn't wrong. The High Priestess and the Hermit, they break away from the Hierophant. They break away from societal norms and tradition and the community at large. And they're kind of renegades and they do their own thing. I think that this is a struggle for you to do soul searching right now, but you're still doing the right thing by being calm and quiet and passive and listening to your intuition. Some of you have Pisces or Libra or Cancer in your chart. Perhaps you are attempting to connect to someone of that sign. Listen to your intuition and be calm and quiet right now. Even though it's difficult, just work through it and remember that, the High Priestess does have good boundaries. This might be another person that's saying, I have boundaries with you. Don't be stressed out by that. It's giving you a moment to determine the purpose and what you're expanding towards. And to help you remember, this is all happening for you and not to you. Hidden factors, things you're not aware of in your environment. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the 9 of Cups in reverse. So for some of you, this is a job interview or something to do with work, because this is prosperity begins. It's a seed that we can plant. You may feel as though this is a lost opportunity. You might just lack foresight or a plan at the moment. For some of you, what you don't realize is it looks like a wish come true with this situation, but it's not. It's not. It's actually based on an indulgence or something materialistic. This could be a person around you that you might feel like you've lost an opportunity to plant a seed with them. This person does not have a lot of gratitude in this situation. They might be an indulgent person. Nothing is ever good enough for them. What your guides are saying to you are, hey, I hear one of two things here. Like, you can plant this seed and fulfill your wishes, but right now maybe you need to listen to your intuition a little bit better and address your stress and anxiety. Also, they might be saying to you, Sagittarius, this week, what you think is a wish come true is actually just an indulgence, and or the purpose kind of has to be determined here. And you're meant to be given an opportunity to go deeper into yourself about, what is my dream come true before I plant this seed. You're going to examine the full growth potential though. The way you're feeling is the 3 of Wands, but the 8 of Wands in reverse. So you are standing on the shoreline. This might be about a partnership or an alliance. You could be at a distance from this person, or this is something that's in the future. You are thinking about expansion. You are trying to have foresight right now and determine the purpose moving forward. But I think you also feel like not much is changing. Some of you are having a hard time coming into alignment with another person or a situation. There may be delays. There may be frustration. Be mindful of your own resistance to change. It's a time to examine the full growth potential of the next cycles coming into your life in this year and going in for internal alignment. Watch out for feeling impulsive, panicked, out of control, or impatient. Someone around you may withdraw from you this week and it stresses you out and you're like, oh my God, I'm waiting for something to change. Your guides are saying, actually, this is all happening to help you determine the purpose and address your own stress and how can you control that and love yourself first. There may be more choices out there that you're meant to be exploring before you find that wish come true. I feel like this week, the end of March, just isn't the wish come true week. And that's okay. Don't stress about it. Just allow for the changes. I see a little bit of resistance to change. Well, humans hate change. It's difficult for us, but Sagittarius does change better than anybody. But at the end of the week, I think you're going to be okay. I mean, I have the 8 of Swords in reverse. You're going to stop seeing yourself as stuck in a situation. With the 8 of Swords, it's all in our head. We have a lot of negative thoughts and we imprison ourselves in our own minds. By the end of the week, you guys will be facing your inner critic, so be nice to yourself. You'll be facing your self-limiting beliefs head on, and you're going to try to open to a new perspective. The way you will do that is doing a lot of life review. Here's the universe, the world. A cycle is complete. You are ready you're ready to start a new cycle and go through this portal. But I think you know that before you do, you have to get out of your head about something and get out of this time of isolation as well. You seem to be wanting to handle it on your own with the Hermit and the High Priestess. Yeah, I think it's time. Next week will probably be a time to start taking action. I also have the Lovers in reverse. I have the Fool in reverse as well. So this might be about a relationship or some kind of a partnership that you're not ready to take a risk and jump towards because you're not really sure it's in total value alignment with you yourself. Or you're just not going to jump towards an Aries or a Gemini. You do have a lot in common with this person or this situation, but not enough at the moment. Don't freak out about it. Just focus on the self-love. Harmony, like the Lovers in reverse and the 2 of Cups in reverse, is all about self-love. So I really do think divine timing is at play in your life because the wheel is in the upright. But this week is a week to watch and wait and determine your motives before you anticipate a successful outcome and to have a good strategy. Make sure you're on the right track. Keep it cool. There will be heightened emotions this week. It's time to recall your truest dreams and make a decision, but this week you're being asked, go deeper. Go deeper within yourself. Go deeper. And have the good boundaries. And just remember, this is happening for you and not to you. I hear anger from some of you about that. I'm sorry. This is happening for you to help you make the best choice and not make choices that are not as they seem. All is not as it seems right now. So it's not the right time for this choice to be made. And it's giving you a time, an opportunity to examine the full growth potential and work through this stress. But the time to move forward will be soon. Yeah. They're pulling back. They're saying we're done. All right, Sag, that was kind of intense. I hope that if it resonates with you, that it helps you. You can book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. Check out Soma Chandra Libra for love messages. I'll put up a love message over there for you guys tonight or tomorrow, okay? Hopefully this helps you. I am always listening to the universe for you, my dear Sagittarius, my awesome favorite fire signs. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.